also a big weekend for high school football at Kroger Field, which hosted 6 different championship games over the course of 3 days. Saturday, Somerset won its first state title in miraculous fashion, playing against perennial powerhouse Mayfield. In the 2A final, the Briar Jumpers surrendered the lead to the Cardinals by allowing 14 points in almost 10 seconds. But the game came down to an untimed down where Somerset's QB shook free for a 20-yard touchdown pass. Just incredible. Also on Saturday, Frederick Douglass was playing their first state title game. Broncos fell short against Covcath 14-7. Here's what Douglass coach Brian Landis had to say about his team's only loss of the year.
I'm so proud of this team here behind me. You know, 3 years ago we didn't even have a field, a weight room, nothing, and here we are, 922 days later. So I'm so proud of our kids for the effort they put forth. Didn't turn out the way we wanted, but that's life.
I love these boys to death, but that's part of life. You know, there's going to be adversity you have to overcome, whether it's this or whether it's outside of football. So I mean, it sucks. It sure does suck after all that work, but that's part of life. So you just got to keep on moving.
And undefeated Boyle County also played Saturday, falling to Johnson Central in the 4A state title game, 21-20. In all, 4 mountain schools won titles. And Drew, that was really the story of the weekend, is just how Eastern Kentucky shined. Their football programs looked awfully good.
Yeah, Eastern Kentucky really showed out. Won most of their, or all of their games. Johnson Central had a little payback for a Boyle County comment. Thought that comment got blown up, but I bet it was on Johnson Central's mind.
Oh, there's no doubt they thought about it, of course. I just feel bad because I don't think it was the kids at Boyle, and I definitely know it wasn't Chuck Smith that started it. So it's just unfortunate, but I'm so excited for the teams from the mountains that trekked up. Pikeville was, boy, they looked dominant.
They did, and that Somerset ending, I know that's not the mountains, but that was a crazy finish in that one. I think that was the highlight of the weekend, how they went the length of the field in pretty much 20 seconds, I think.
It really was. It was very cool. All right, let's turn to politics. Matt Bevin is rounding out his last day as Kentucky governor. The outgoing Republican was back on Twitter over the weekend, criticizing 2 of Governor-elect Andy Beshear's appointees, saying they could make millions on the backs of Kentuckians. Hours later, Bevin joined Beshear for the annual Christmas tree lighting in Frankfort. So, Drew, tomorrow it's, his eyes, he still has crazy eyes. Those aren't going away. Tomorrow's his last, the first day, the inauguration. I still feel like there's a real sense of excitement.
There is, making the switch, and it was good to see them put aside politics for a day. I'm sure on the inside they hated having to sit up there and smile and be friends, but it was cool for what they did in Frankfort on Saturday to make Christmas and the holidays the priority and not politics.
It was, but
on the inside, I bet there was venom.
Yeah, there was a little venom in there. All right, now in Hey Kentucky, in case you missed it, a review of recent headlines. There won't be any gap of service in the state's Attorney General's office as Andy Beshear prepares to move from there to the state's top job. The governor-elect has appointed incoming Republican Daniel Cameron to take over the post early. Meanwhile, there's another setback for some of the workers who waited on their paychecks from Black Jewel Mining after it went bankrupt. Some of the miners who were picked up by another coal producer have now been laid off from Copper Glow. Up next on Hey Kentucky, college football's postseason plan is in place. We'll talk about the playoff schedule and other Kentucky teams headed to bowl games. Stay with us.